Close your eyes.
Next question is from Matt, and he asks, I'm in a long-term relationship, and although she is a nice person and would make a good wife, I'm in love with someone else. What should I do? Oh. Immediately, I have to go, oof. Wow. Okay. This is not uncommon, so you can be rest assured that you're not the only one experiencing this, right? This is a very common thing. And the first thing that, and I'm getting chills. Okay, the first thing with the Queen of Wands here, I can see that the person that you're interested in is quite magnetic and beautiful. Now, the first thing that you need to ask yourself is, why am I in a relationship with someone that I'm not in love with? That's the first one. And it's also looking into, what is it about my current relationship that has allowed me to emotionally stray to someone else? That's another thing that you need to ask yourself, right? What is going on with your connection? And I think that that's the first thing that we're going to look at before we look into what you should do, because when it comes to matters of the heart, you want to make sure that this decision is not you thinking with your crotch area, right? It is actually a relationship that has ended. There is nothing that can come of it. It is done. Lessons learned. This is not the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, and you know it, right? That's the key thing, because the idea is for you not to repeat patterns in the new connection where all of a sudden you fall in love with someone else. Okay, so it could be something stemming from you. Okay, so we're going to look into that first before we even hear what Spirit has to say regarding what you should do with that. Okay, what is going on in Matt's relationship, long-term relationship? Why he feels the need or felt inclined to love another? Is that a good question? Okay, what's going on in Matthew's connection? So we have here, bottom of the deck, the 10 of Cups. Okay, so we have the Emperor, Queen of Swords, 2 of Swords, 9 of Coins. Okay, so when it comes to your connection, this is quite interesting. We have 2 very dominant individuals in a connection. Your person, your partner is very, very strong. She is being represented by the Queen of Swords. This is someone that is very blunt with their words, right? She's gonna be telling you some truths. Can be a bit argumentative and cold. So this person is also incredibly independent. That's what I'm getting. So are you. You are someone that wants to be the top dog, the provider, you know, be the man of the house. I'm seeing here that you both are in your masculine energy. You are both in your masculine energy. Very independent. With the 9 of Coins, it is a connection where it's okay. You know, like you said, she is someone that has her act together, stable, could be a good wife, but there is something to do with being emotionally detached and cold. It's the kind of relationship that is reliable, but there won't be much love involved. And what I'm seeing with this, especially the Emperor, is that there is a possibility, and I can see why you have potentially strayed. I'm serious, and I'm sorry to laugh, but I can see it. Why you have strayed, because this person is not very sexual and also not very loving, not very touchy, right? Yeah, incredibly independent. And I'm feeling also like they give you the feeling or the air that they can actually move on. It's like you don't feel very safe and stable within the connection because there's flighty energy here. With the 10 of Cups on the bottom, there is the potential to actually work through this, and how to do so is to actually communicate, be honest with each other. So she may be communicating with you, you are not saying anything back, right? You're actually taking on a lot of her energy and not giving her anything back. So maybe that is why she is actually in this energy of wanting to, or giving the impression that she has other options or looking to take another path. So this right here is telling me that there's a strong need to communicate, right? Really communicate if you want to save this. Like, tell her, look, I need you to be more compassionate, I need you, or loving, and whatever you want sexually. Of course, whatever she says in response to that, taking that on board, but that's the only way you're going to know whether this connection is one that cannot be worked on, cannot elevate to the next level, right? Yeah, we have here Temperance. So two unique individuals together. But again, it can work, but effort has to be put in. When I'm hearing compromise has to happen. The Page of Cups. Thinking about what brought you two together. This is like small gestures as well. This is you actually starting to make efforts in bringing romance into your relationship. We have here Three of Cups, being friends, being friendly with each other, and going back to how it was when you first started dating, that puppy love stage, the friendly, kind, loving gestures, right? It's you making the effort to do so, especially if you're in that Emperor energy where you're wanting to take the lead. What else? Right. We also have here not seeing a future with this person. Yeah, it's pretty much something that you can work on, but it's up to you to decide if this is something that you can actually live with for the rest of your life. That's the best way to look at it. That always seems to help with making decisions. I do feel that your mind is made up, but it might be something within you that needs to be worked on. Now, I'm going to ask a question regarding what is the thing within Matty, or Matt, I'm calling you Matty, by the way, I'm sorry, Matt, that's causing him to not communicate with his current relationship, his partner? Is it something that will be carried over into this connection with the person that he's in love with? Is it a relationship pattern issue? Okay, so we have the King of Coins and the Empress. Okay. Wow. So you are actually looking for someone that is softer. So the issue is you two are not compatible. I'm just going to say it up front. The other elements that you have, or dynamics in your relationship, and also your natal chart, by the way, it could work, but it's going to take a lot of effort and compromise to make that relationship go the distance, right? So you can actually get married to your person, but it may be where down the line you might divorce. So you're actually seeking someone in your heart of heart. What you truly desire is someone in that Empress energy, someone that is very caring, nurturing, right? Very abundant, can create abundance, and is supportive, but also very loving, nurturing, and in that feminine energy. That's what you truly desire. You came up as the King of Coins. So again, another strong masculine provider energy. And then the person that you desire is the Empress, but it's also a mother energy as well. You're looking for someone that would make a great mother, make a great wife, make a great business owner, make a great provider, all of that. The total package. And with it being the Empress, a major arcana, that's like the ultimate. So you're looking for the every woman kind of thing, the ultimate woman. Do you possess that, being the ultimate man? Okay. We have the Three of Swords, Six of Wands. Yeah, it's like presentation here. The Sun, okay, to having children with. And then we have the Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups. Right. Yeah, it's really someone in that submissive energy. That's exactly what you're looking for. And if this person that you're in love with possesses that, then yeah, that's what you want. That's what will make you happy, right? You want to have children with someone like that. That's the ideal person that you seek. We have with the Three of Swords, it's like finally learning to stop repeating negative patterns and to move towards what truly feels right to you. So stop dating people or hooking up with people that you have no intentions of wanting anything serious with, or sitting in relationships like that. Why would you do that? Okay, now what should Matt do regarding his relationship situation? Six of Wands, and that's the only card I'm taking. It's saying go for it. Go for it. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit, but make sure that you're fully aware of this decision, right? You're really okay with it. With the Hermit, it's like you have to be fully on board with it. It has to light you up. You have to see the forever with this person. And I know that, yeah, nothing lasts forever, right? But it's not going to be like those divorce, like quickly get married and 2 years down the line, 5 years down the line, sometimes even 20 years down the line, you're divorcing. No, this is like thinking like, this is the person that I want to be with when I take my last breath. That kind of mentality that you need to be in, that type of truth, right? Because that's what we've moved into. We're not into shallow relationships anymore. But Spirit is saying go for it. Yep. It is going to wreak havoc, but it is something that is right. It's a good move. It's a good move. Wow. Okay, let's get this one card for you here. Here's a card. No. Okay, so it says here, how can the goal be attained? How are you going to go about ending this relationship to embark on this new one? We have the tree here, so we have the earth energy, the physical body elemental. We do have the stag, and the stag is magical, mystical, but also strength and courage. We have the third eye, right? We have watering ahead. That's the power symbol. So it's coming up with ideas and strategies as to how to lessen the blow or the upheaval that's to come. And it says the creativity. I practice my main skills using intuition, nourishing my soul. So it's saying to listen to your intuition with this entire situation. What does your gut tell you? How do you feel? Right? And then moving with it. That's what Spirit is saying. But yes, you are being guided to go. Okay, that's your reading, Matt. So the next question is from Gail, and she asks, what can I do to motivate my partner into finding work? Wow. Okay. What can Gail do to motivate her partner into finding work? I'm hearing be the example. Wow, 5 of Swords. And I'm going to take this in the reverse position, even though I don't read reversals, but I'm being guided to take it in that manner. Okay. Okay, we have the 3 of Coins, 3 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay. Very interesting. We have the 8 of Swords at the bottom. Okay. So what this is telling me right off the bat, that you need to be the example, right? So with the 3 of Coins, 3 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords, you're going to be leading in this when it comes to your person, right? So hold off any urge to debate, fight with, doing any type of low blows, digs, any of that stuff, right? This is saying upright. This is like when you fight, when you kind of like go against, challenge, that's when they freeze. They go against and challenge you by not doing anything. Okay, so that's that spiteful energy where, okay, well, you're forcing me to do this, so I'm not going to do it. It's that type of energy. Now, it came out in the reverse. So if you are actually challenging this person, arguing with them, all of that stuff, stop doing it. Right? That's what Spirit is saying. Stop doing this and you focus on building your own abundance. Right? You focus on getting yourself further, getting yourself in the right position to connect and integrate with others and expand in what you do. Grow your finances. Even I'm feeling here that you are multi-skilled as well. So you're highly skilled at what you do. And this is going to encourage a lot of traffic, I'm hearing, people to move towards you. So it's saying with the Knight of Swords here, focus on this. And when your person starts seeing the success coming in for you, that is going to be a trigger. Because this is just for humans on a whole, right? If you have someone that is stuck and stagnant, and you're in the same environment, living together, when things are working out for you, they're seeing you going places and they're not going anywhere, that is going to allow them to change. That's going to force them to change. And what forces them is their ego. Okay? So that's what Spirit is saying. Be the example. Your person is stuck with the Ace of Swords because they lack confidence. They're afraid. They're afraid because they don't believe or they don't think that they're capable of achieving anything. There's a sense of not wanting to also retrain. I'm feeling that. Your person, you might have said to them to go and retrain with the Page of Swords, and they're refusing to do so. But it's something to do with being pressurized. Okay, from childhood. There's something from childhood where they were belittled, compared to, and possibly, verbally abused with the Knight of Swords as well. So they freeze. Their natural reaction is to freeze, to clam up, to not do anything. So when you take the spotlight and the attention off of them and put it on you, and you start going places, that's when you're going to see miraculous changes, I'm hearing, right? Because the fear that's going to get them is you moving on. You moving on. Or also what it's people praising you and they're not getting anything of that. You're already giving them the attention, too much energy. Put that on yourself and allow this person to have the courage to now step on the path to finding work, to have the courage to find work. And if this has something to do with, again, childhood trauma, they need to get the professional help. They can speak to someone where there's no type of connection or link, where they can truly express why they're in this energy and how to move forward. But first, be the example. We got the moon on the bottom here. So it's highlighting that there's some deep-rooted issues. Anything else? Yeah, look at that. This is clarity here. There's going to be, once you move into this energy, and it may trigger them to start living. That's the best way to put it. To start living. You're going to receive clarity as to why they're in this sunken place, right? Or if they get the therapy that they need, once they have healed to a point where they're able to again step on the path, you're going to be hearing, getting some clarity regarding this. Yeah, the moon again. Yeah, this is deep trauma here. Deep trauma. That's why your person is not finding work. They're actually stuck because of trauma. Okay. They're afraid. I'm hearing they're afraid of their own shadow. That is scary. Gwyneth, card number 5, change. We have the mother, nurture, present. You see, that's the energy that you need to be in this situation here. It could be their mother have done that to them, but this is you being in that nurturer energy. And it's like allowing your child the independence to walk, to be on the path that they're meant to be on. But for you right now, to focus on the self. Okay, so we have here the serpent, life force, survival instinct. Now, essential oils that you can use is orange, right? The crystal, red jasper, the botanical, old man banksai, and wild potato bush. We have the serpent, and it says, by connecting with my instincts, I can understand how to feel alive. So that is what your person needs to be in, that energy. So you can walk with jasper, or you can gift them a jasper crystal, but also having that orange essential oil or essence. So room sprays in your house to help to uplift them, because that is an uplifting scent, okay? Energizing scent. Wonderful. And that's your guidance from spirit. Okay, let's see who is next. So we have Carl, and he asks, what will bring me ultimate fulfillment? Wow. What will bring Carl ultimate fulfillment? What will bring Carl ultimate fulfillment? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. So we have here organizing, planning, researching. Wow. Okay. First card, we have the Devil. Second card, we have the World. Third card, we have the Magician. We do have the King of Swords. And I'm going to take the Chariot that follows. Right. So, wow. What will bring you ultimate fulfillment is, I'm hearing the possibilities are endless. That's what I'm hearing. So it is actually closing out cycles or toxic cycles, toxic relationships, toxic friendship, work, patterns, habits, all of that. Stop doing that, right? And actually, it feels like the energy of surrendering to that energy. And when you surrender in those low vibrational energy, you get stuck and stagnant. What can bring you ultimate fulfillment is a can-do attitude with the magician, realizing and seeing your potential, right? So this is actually going inwards. I'm hearing journeying. So if you're on the shamanic path, doing a lot more of that. But this is tapping into your greatest potential here, seeing it and actually putting it into action. So instead of desiring also what everyone else has and doing what everyone else is doing, this is you coming off that mentality of following the herd and doing your own thing. Yeah, I'm picking up what brings you ultimate fulfillment is individuality and being very productive, seeing your potential and actually putting it into practice, right? Being able to manifest your desires and your dreams, because we do have the world here, but the world is also the universe for me, the universe card. So the universe is with you. It's almost like you're someone that had a taste of overindulgence in whatever form, good or bad, and now it's time for you to close out or move out of that energy and now really start living your greatest potential or fullest potential. But also this is actually experiencing the lighter side of life. So you went through the shadows and now you're going to be experiencing the light, and the wisdom that you've acquired from the shadows, you will apply the ones that will help you in the light for you to have this great human experience in this incarnation. This feels very much so like some past life experiences carried over into this one that's meant to be executed in this incarnation here. It's really interesting. It's almost like the two extremes. With the magician, it's giving me like hierophanty vibes as well, like the hierophant. So you have the devil and the hierophant, the dark and the light. But with the magician also tethers on the dark and the light. It's kind of both, as above so below, ethereal realm, underworld. It's really living in the middle, living a spiritual life and a normal one, learning how to balance the two. And we're having balance here with the Chariot. Not suppressing your desires, but not letting it overtake you, with the Magician as well, and well, the devil and the Magician. Learning how to, I'm hearing playing with fire. So not necessarily playing with fire, but this is you living on the edge. Living on the edge, learning to push your boundaries, life to the max. Having that I'm hearing out of body experiences. Now, ultimate life experiences by living your life to the fullest. And it's almost like being at the razor's edge of the experiences that you will be having in with life. That's what it is saying. And that's what it's saying, and that's the way that you can have ultimate fulfillment. It's like no holds bar. But then it's not tilting to one side or the other. It's like you've experienced one aspect, the shadow, now you're experiencing the light, and then you're going to be putting the two together and living right in the middle. Your experiences are going to be bang in the middle because you've been there, done that. And there is no such thing as this is bad and this is good. It's an experience. It's your perspective shifting your perspective based on your life experiences and living with the wisdom of having experience on both sides, being able to master that. That's the way that you can have ultimate fulfillment. For you, dear sir, this is very deep and incredibly powerful. But you ask spirit how you can do it. And that's how you do it. There's an energy of not following the herd, right? Walking at the beat of your own drum, but not being afraid of having certain experiences, not judging certain experiences too harshly. Yes, as long as you don't harm anyone, physically harm anyone. But it is saying, and this is weird, but let's say that an experience would be you're in a relationship and you want to leave to be with someone else, right? I'm using, who is it? Matt's experience. Most people would be afraid of following their heart, following what they know to be true because of what others will think of them, right? Or even judging themselves harshly. But for you, what this is saying, and it's actually for everyone on this earth, if they want ultimate fulfillment, is to follow your heart, your intuition, everything that is telling you that this is the path that you need to be on, that will make you the happiest. Yes, someone is going to be emotionally hurt and all that, but this is right for you. Being able to take that, grab it with both hands, and to have that experience, that's ultimate fulfillment. It's not where you're going on a path that you know it's not right for you. You want to be on the other path. Years are building up, and then you're going to be that guy where you're telling the youngins, the young people, follow your heart and make sure that you don't make that mistake. It's breaking that cycle. And that is a cycle that humanity tends to not want to step out of. It's wanting to have those experiences when they're old, when it's pretty much too late. Let's just put it like that. Yes, it's never too late, but it is too late to have certain wonderful experiences that you could have had when you were younger. But that's what this is saying. It's being able to make those tough decisions like that. That's ultimate fulfillment. Wow. So, I mean, for Matty, I really hope, and I don't know why I'm calling him Matty, that he goes for it. So he doesn't turn around and is that man that says, I wish I had gone after my true love when I had the chance. It's not saying that, it's actually being with them at the right time when you wanted to and having those wonderful experiences from that point on. Same thing with career, health, everything. That's what Spirit is saying here. Stop not lying to yourself. We have here She of the Woods, peace, connection, home. Card number 19, which reduces to 10, right? So it's being connected with the all, but being connected with everything that you want to acquire, want to accomplish in life. Every action, every thought, every feeling, it resonates with you completely. When you take your last breath, you will not say, I have any regrets. That's what this is saying. None of that to your kids. Such and such should have been your mother. You will be with the person that your heart desires, wants. It says to take it. We have here how to feel complete. We have the air elemental, mental body. We have the rabbit, throat chakra, queen of air. I decide to be focused and realistic, activating the acuteness. We have the waxing moon, growing, right? This is all about action, taking the action steps to bringing things forward. In order to feel complete within yourself is to be fully aligned with yourself. And again, every decision, everything that you do, right? So we also have here the earth elemental, the physical body, and it says you must pause, nourish your body. So having moments and time for yourself to, again, to recalibrate, to connect, to balance, to come into alignment, to check in with yourself. Am I okay in the moment? How am I feeling about this? It's having those moments. Okay, that's your answer, Carl. Okay. So the next question is from Jade. And she asks, is my person my soulmate? What is the purpose of our relationship? Okay. Jade. Universe source is Jade's person, her soulmate. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. Okay, so we have here the Star, 7 of Coins, 7 of Pentacles. We have 7 of Swords, 2 of Wands. We also have on the bottom of the deck the 8 of Cups and the High Priestess. Okay, so is your person your soulmate? I'm gonna say yes, but and the reason why I'm saying yes is because we have the 6 of Cups at the bottom here, and I will take this card. Now, the new card that's on the bottom of that is the Hanged Man, right? So, whoops, a card, 2 cards just fell, so I have to take them. Everything happens for a reason. So we have the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. Now, with the Hanged Man, I'm hearing, now hold on a minute, right? So the person is your soulmate, but there is a lesson here, right? Because we have a lot of sharp energies here. Sharp, airy, very airy, and element, I mean. And we have the High Priestess, where you are aware of this. You're well aware of this. Now, your person, the purpose of your relationship is for you to open up spiritually. That's one. This person is allowing you to purge, right? You're purging pain from your past. Now, this could be past connections. It's like opportunities, things that you've invested your energies in that did not come to pass. Right? So your person is helping you to purge, to release all of that which you are holding on to. Now, with the Hanged Man, this is allowing you to see things differently, right? So whatever you put your energies in, things that you put your energies towards, you're actually now seeing, listening to your intuition beforehand to know if it is something that you should invest in, if it is worth your while. Right? So they're teaching you how to listen to your gut. This is not the easiest relationship, I must say. There is a lot of tit for tat. So a lot of, I'm going to get back at you. So if they do something, you get back at them, and vice versa. It's a constant battle here, I'm hearing, where it's almost like you are going around in circles. With the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Swords, it's like you're trapped or feel trapped in a situation that is just an endless battle. It feels like there is no peace, no respite. And you are well aware with the 8 of Cups and the High Priestess that you have outgrown this bad boy. Right? So the relationship, the soulmate connection, this person entered your life so that you can not only open up spiritually, but have a sense of worth. There's a sense of being aware as to what you want and what you don't want in your life. Being aware of what you should invest in and what you shouldn't, right? How much effort you should put into a relationship or something that you're putting your energies towards. And also knowing when to leave a situation, right? You're learning this at this point. This relationship is not one that is meant to last. And I have to say it, it's not meant to last at all. It's actually done. It's actually done. With the Eight of Cups, all that you need to learn from it, you've learned. And it's time for you now to make moves towards something that is more on your level, right? Energetically. Let's see what's next. Yeah, Judgment. I mean, look at that. You have the Judgment card, so the Hanged Man followed by the Judgment, followed by, you not believe it, the Empress. This is you now seeing your worth, your value, knowing exactly what you want from a connection and what you should put into a connection and what you should accept from a connection. Also being in the feminine energy, right, as well. So not forcing things, doing things to kind of keep the relationship tight and glued up together. It's you not putting all that effort in. This is calling for you to also allow the other person to be present in the connection, to do things as well. So there are times when you take the lead and times when you take a step back, being that Empress energy, right? So you've learned that about your connection. That is the purpose. It's to heal. The Star, to heal and to open up spiritually. These are the biggest lessons that you're learning from this connection here, with these being major arcanas, right? And the Empress. Beautiful. Ooh, jumping cards. Okay, what we gonna get? I mean, seriously, how to manage my challenges. We have water elemental, the emotional body. We do have the salamander, which is all about protection. You are protected. We do have the solar plexus. So this is, again, the I am. This is that stepping into yourself, willpower, courage. We do have the full moon, which is all about harvesting. So this is growing. This is now reaping what you've sown here. And it says evolution. I start a new cycle. This is a stable and guaranteed project. You hear that? 6. So you are now, you've taken all that you needed to learn from the connection. And now you're going to start this new cycle in the Empress energy. Right? This is you now being able to not settle or collect garbage in your life. And I'm putting it straight like that. Right? This is you being in the energy where you realize that you don't need, there's no desperation here. No one is going to complete you because you're already complete. Okay, so that's your guidance from Spirit. Okay, who's next? So we have Reg. I'm thinking about moving abroad next year. Is it a good idea? Okay. Okay, Reg is thinking about moving abroad next year. Is it a good idea? One more? Wow. One more card, please. Okay, beautiful. Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. So we have here the Nine of Cups. We have the Two of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. The answer is yes, and the Knight of Coins here. The answer is yes. If it is something that you desire, go for it. However, you know there is always a however when it comes to spirit. Get your monies in order, okay? It is a very good decision. It's a great direction to take. It's like it's actually something that you really desire. This is actually something that you're entering into with optimism. Okay? Now, what Spirit is saying, get your monies in order. Okay? Because Five of Coins here, you don't want to be in a position where you're going to have to abandon this move because you don't have enough money to sustain yourself. Okay, so this could be you've moved to the location and then you can't find work or whatever, then you have to move back, or you're in a position where you're stuck and you're probably on the street. So it's calling for you to think things clearly with the Four of Swords, but also with the Page of Pentacles. It's like coming up with a plan of action, right? Not rushing into it, but building it up, learning to take baby steps towards this move. It is a very good idea. I can see that it could be something that is going to take longer than next year to completely happen, because it does give me the energy that to acquire the right amount of money to sustain yourself is going to take a while. And the only reason why I say that, it feels like work is going to be difficult to come by, right? The situation is work. So this is calling for you to actually do research. I know the cards aren't here, any swords cards, but it's definitely calling for you to research anything to do with work, anything to do with housing. We have here with coins, that's all about your security, right? So house, work, how you're going to survive, eating, all of that stuff. Making sure that all of that, your foundation is set and in place before you even take one step onto that soil. That's what that is saying. Right. Yeah, look at that. Five of Pentacles again. Yeah, please work on your coins. Work on building up your finances. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. I mean, seriously, guys. Queen of Pentacles, it's all about having your house in order, right? Everything is in place so that when you are there, it's like everything is running smoothly, right? You slot in nicely into your new position. So that's what this is calling for, right? Okay, guidance. There may be a woman involved that can help you. There may be a woman who's in a very good financial situation that can help you. So look into that as well. We have here card out of time. We have the fire elemental. That's the spiritual body. And it says you must connect with your true essence. So this is connecting with, again, being truthfully and honestly with yourself regarding the financial or the stability aspect of this move. Okay? That's what this is telling me. Okay. That's your answer from Spirit. Okay. Let's see what is next. We have someone that wants to remain anonymous. And she is asking, should I get a divorce? Wow. Okay, so split the deck. We have the Two of Cups and we have the Death card. So there is a connection. That's done. Right? And it's time to refresh, start on a new path. Let's see. Oh, that's quite interesting here. So we have the Two of Cups again, but this time with the Ten of Pentacles. So when it comes to relationships, especially a serious decision like divorce, so it's not like the one where the person is in a committed relationship, not marriage, a long-term, sorry, relationship, and they want to move out or move on. This is actual marriage and wanting divorce. Now, it's showing me that your marriage has ended, that situation has ended, and once you end that, you're going to be with something that is so much better, a person where it's more stable, the home life is stable, there's growth potential. This is actually long term. This might be the person that you spend the rest of your life with. Again, we have the Two of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So right after you divorce, you're going to be meeting someone else. Oh, wow. Wow. Or this person could already be present, I'm feeling. You're aware of this person. And it's going... You're aware of this person with the High Priestess. Okay. Okay, let's get some cards here. Should Anonymous get a divorce? Bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. Or the Hanged Man. Okay, so we have Page of Coins. Temperance. Wow. 10 of Coins. 9 of Cups. It's a yes. It's a yes. And I don't really like telling people, you know, major life decisions. But this is saying that it's favorable. You may not get a lot of money out of this divorce. However, you have the potential of acquiring a hell of a lot more than you had. It's also showing me that in your current relationship, it's like not much effort was put in. So it could be from both of you. And in this new one that's to come, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be a hell of a lot of effort, right? It's also showing me with the Hanged Man here that this is something that you also need to be aware of within yourself, what you have contributed to your marriage, to not repeat that if it is negative in the new relationship, right? It's with the Temperance, I'm hearing there's two sides to a story, right? So what part did you play in the demise of your marriage, right? So this is all about correcting unhealthy patterns so you don't repeat them, okay? But there's little effort put into the previous connection, and this new one, it's like a keeper here. It's a keeper. We also have the Queen of Swords energy. So this is actually you needing to soften your heart a bit. So with divorce can bring bitterness, right? Being cold, detached, and pushing people away. You're being called to be authentic, but not be an ice queen. So being in the energy of not taking BS or nonsense from people, setting the record straight, setting your boundaries from the beginning, letting people know where you stand, being a great communicator, but being open, being in the feminine aspect of the Queen of Swords, where you're still open to experiencing love, but you're looking for something that is honest. Okay, so you being honest with what you are accepting, and also honest with what you are giving. So not giving to a connection that you know is not for you, not going to work. That's like pointless, right? This is all about giving because you want to give, because it has meaning. Okay. Death. Yeah. Yeah. It's done. Okay, so yeah, it's like no communication with the Ace of Swords. It's like there's nothing to talk about now when it comes to this divorce and your person. It's like the only thing that you need to talk about is when we're going to be doing it. Pretty much just the whole particulars when it comes to the process. We have Two of Pentacles, needing to find balance, and that's under the... Wow. Okay. So the Two of Pentacles with the Temperance, again, that's about finding balance, and Temperance is also about finding balance. So this is within the self, I'm feeling. So this divorce is going to, it's like you're going to be in alignment. So it's ran its course. I'm not going to lie, the relationship has ran its course, and now it's you stepping into this energy of being yourself. I'm hearing being your old self. Now we have the King of Swords that landed on the 10 of coins, or 10 of pentacles. This is your person. And what's interesting, you came up as the Queen of Swords. So this is your true counterpart here. This person is very committed, very stable, an excellent communicator, and actually very good in the sack, right? So I just have to put that there. And I mean, look at this person. Right. So so this is your counterpart. It's saying that from this point forward, after the divorce, you're going to connect with yourself. You're going to be in a stable connection, and with someone who is also seeking a meaningful connection, someone that is intelligent, someone where you communicate well. You're on the same page. And that's your Nine of Cups. You're going to be very happy in this space. Beautiful. Okay, ooh, dragon energy, yes, now a ramp. So we have the dragon. And it says birth, nurture, being. Essential oil, ylang ylang, right? So you can spray that as a room spray. Of course, dilute it if you're making it yourself, or you can purchase a room spray that's that fragrance. We have the crystal carnelian. We have the botanical silver princess and dog rose. We have the dragon. I understand the power of the new beginnings and trust the process. Exactly. So there is no need for you to stress, to fear anything when it comes to your divorce, wanting it or moving in that direction to having it. Because as long as you're comfortable within yourself, and I see that you are with the Queen of Swords, it's okay. You're only going to be attracting what is right for you. This relationship was meant to end. It's ran its course. It is done. Okay, so don't feel bad about that. And that is your guidance from Spirit. Okay. Okay, so this is the last question here, and it's from Natasha. I'm estranged from my family because we don't see eye to eye. It's so bad they have disinherited me. The spirits see us reconciling. Wow. That is a tough one, Natasha. And what is interesting with your question is, again, you're not alone. There's another question on here where someone may feel like they're alone, but they're not alone when many other people are going through this. Now, this is the thing that I find incredibly interesting with situations like this, especially with the period that we're in. And I don't even want to say the words, but we all know when we say the period, the last 2 years, all of that stuff, right? Now, what I find difficult to process, understand, grasp, is how family members can have compassion and forgiveness for someone who have taken a life, right, or done terrible bodily harm to someone, versus someone having an opinion or saying, I need to look into something further before I do anything about it, or before I go on that path, or before I accept it, put something in me, right? So that is just really weird, because one of them, it's really damaging physically. I mean, where someone will not be here anymore. And the other one is an opinion. So it got me thinking even further that if you are willing to disown someone based on that, then you could never have loved them from the beginning. Because if you can love someone for doing something, a crime, then how could you see that as something that is more accepting than someone saying, I don't want to do something because I need to learn more about it? You could not have loved them. And that's how you will learn and see how unconditional love works. Because there's many families out there where you may have differing opinions on the period that we're in, but you don't disown them. It's like, well, you're a damn fool, and then you just keep it moving. But I love you the same. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. I will protect you. You're my child. You're my this. You're my ride or die, what have you. So those who can detach themselves, drop someone based on that, they never loved you from the beginning, or they don't have love in their hearts. And people like that, you should have compassion for and love for, but you don't need to be around them. And it's for the best, because they don't have the capacity to love. They're not connected to God, the divine. They don't have that. Okay. It's pointless wasting your energy on that. I would say for you to be in that lone wolf energy, where use this, Natasha, as a time for you to walk your path, to survive on your own. Because family also comes in the forms of friendships, right? Meeting new people who are in alignment with you, walking the same path as yourself, or in that energy where they have compassion and love. And having families who may not be blood. That would be your support system. And I'm getting an image here from Spirit. It's a download where, and this happens to a lot of people because I have seen this. They may have disowned someone. They may have had bitter feelings, harboring anger, rage towards someone. And when they're on their deathbed, about to take their last breath, that's when they apologize. They miss all that time, wasted all that time in anger. And as soon as they tap out, that's when they're wanting to forgive, or that's when they're in that compassionate nature. That's what Spirit just showed me. But it's for you to now be that lone wolf, finding your family, your tribe, your soul family, your support system. Because that energy, those people are going to help you to rise, to move forward, to live another day. Sometimes we enter into families where, we didn't really have a choice. And also the lessons that you're meant to learn from them, you may have learned it. And it's time for you to move forward now. Okay? Yeah, look at that. King of Coins and the Six of Swords. This is you now seeking opportunities on your own, leaving the drama behind, right? The heartache and pain behind. It's all about now growing. Okay. Spirits see them reconciling. See Natasha and her family reconciling. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. Okay, so for now, kind of keep your distance. Okay, so we have the Devil. You see what I mean? Right. We have the Justice. You really see what I mean here. The Lovers. All major arcana. All major arcanas. The Hanged Man. The World. Oh my God. All major arcanas here. Let's bring this down. This means, once again, you are not alone with this. situation. There's so many other people experiencing this. The devil and justice, this is saying that these people, your family, for anyone out there who's experiencing this, they're going to realize exactly what they've missed. They're going to realize what they've done. That's what this is saying. They're going to realize you need to be in the energy where you are the bigger man, because with the lovers, it means maturity. So you're going to be stepping into this energy where you're going to be letting go of that, not participating in lower frequency, negative energy. You're going to be moving on with your life without them. That's what this is saying. We have with the Hanged Man not seeing eye to eye, seeing things differently. And we do have the Lovers in the middle. And it is the choice to actually move on with your life and let go of this. Because I don't think that they're going to be seeing your way of thinking anytime soon until the end. It's like have the urge to kind of like keep yourself away from that energy, because it doesn't serve you. Let's see. Yeah, Two of Swords. It's just confusing. It's not going to get anywhere. You're not going to be able to change their views. You're not going to be able to have them, I'm hearing, forgive you. I don't know why, but it feels like your family is really offended by your views, by your opinions. They take great offense to it. But it's also saying with the Nine of Cups, just really focus on what is right for you. Focus on what makes you happy. It really needs to be all about you. We have the Queen of Wands, you know, the independent energy. A need for you now to step out and do things, again, for yourself. Not worrying about your family. And then with the Fool energy, it's like not even looking back. Not looking back. This is like liberation here. As much as it doesn't feel like it at this present time, it is actually you being free. It's calling for you to actually, again, just move on with your life with the Fool card. Kind of just, I'm hearing onwards and upwards. Just forging forward without looking back. It's calling for you to be in that energy. If they are prepared to just accept you for who you are, or your decisions, right, or opinions, then maybe something can come of this. But this is showing me that it's not exactly looking like it's moving in that direction at this point. It's going to be loggerheads for a while, right? Limbo energy. Yeah, the Fool again. You have the Fool here, and we have the Fool again. It's letting go, right? Don't expect them to change, but don't be surprised if they do change. That's what I'm getting from this. But you're just needing to focus, yes, on your life. With the Judgment, this is you really focusing on starting anew. And it's like you have so many paths, so many options right there at your fingertips, and it's for you to experience it. Yeah, I mean, we have here the Five of Cups. It's like letting go, releasing, mourning the loss, and then moving on. That's what this is saying. Ten of Wands. Letting go of the burdens, the hardships, the pain of this situation with your family. Knowing that you have more than enough confidence, force, independence, drive to survive on your own. Okay, let's get some guidance for you. One card, please. Thank you. Okay, two. That one just slipped out. Okay, so we have here how to gather resources. The card is called the Free Will. So we have the fire element, which is the spiritual body. We have the peacock, right? So this is giving me the vibe of you being able to build anew. This is like a fresh new start where you can be vibrant, in your life. I'm getting vibrant energy here, colorful. The path is so clear for you. Clean slate, I'm hearing. But it's so clear for you that you can create any dynamic that you want. We have the new moon, which is about new beginnings, and the throat chakra. So continue to remain in the energy of speaking your truth. And it says with free will, I am aware that I am the architect of my own history. You hear that? You are the creator of your own destiny, where your life goes from this point onwards. Always remaining authentic to who you are and your opinions. Okay. The other card says the guide. And it says how to let go of judgment. We have the water elemental, that is the emotional body. We have the monkey with being playful, right? Clever. We have here the heart chakra. So keeping your heart open and having compassion for your loved ones who just don't get you or is not open to understanding you, right? We also have here with this power symbol where you're remaining focused on where you want to be in your life, right? So entering life playfully. We have the full moon, which is all about harvesting. This is reaping what you've sown, right? So this is collecting good fortune, your abundance. And with the guide energy here, it also feels that your spirit guides are around you and your ancestors are around you. Right? So it says, I open myself to connect with my guides and make the right decisions. Right? So listening to your intuition or the guidance given to you moment by moment or in this situation. Okay? So that is your guidance from spirit. And I wish you all the best. I really wish you all the best with this one because it's really tough. But I definitely feel in my heart that you will be fine. You're going to be so successful in life, very happy and so fulfilled that there's nothing to feel guilty about on your part. But when they're prepared to be open to you, whether it's in this plane or the next, there will be forgiveness and compassion or room for that and understanding. All the best. So now we're going to do the pick a card, and there is going to be two options. So it's between 1 and 2. All right, and I'll make it even easier for some of you who like visuals. So we have here the magic wand. That's like the Harry Potter wand, but a mini version. That's one. And option 2 is the domino set. Okay. Option 1, Harry Potter wand, mini wand. Option 2, domino set. Okay. Option 1. This is your reading. This is the guidance from spirit. At this point, now think of a question that you would like answering to, right? Think of a question that you'd like to receive guidance on. Okay. Spirit, what guidance do you have for option 1? For those in the collective that has a question for you. Now, if you have not received the guidance, you can send me a message in my email and I will be able to answer it for you in the next video, or you can order a personal reading with me. Okay. Guidance for option 1, please. Okay, so we have here the 5 of Cups, Justice, one more card, please, Spirit. Okay, so we got the Fountain Temper. Okay. I'm going to take all of those. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups. Right. So we have the Fountain card. That's the extra card in this deck, the Fountain Tarot. And this is a card to just be. We have Temperance. And then we have the Hanged Man. So there is a lot of calming of your emotions and nerves. Now it's telling me here with the 5 of Cups, there might have been a loss, a recent loss of some kind. So it could be a person, possessions, right? But there's an emotional connection or attachment to this loss. And what you're being guided to do or called to do is to now focus on overcoming or healing from this loss. With Justice, for some of you, it's actually the consequences of your actions. Right? So for someone, I am feeling with it being the emotional body, they might have been reckless in their connection and then they lost the connection. And it's saying that, well, that is what you get for neglecting your connection or behaving or conducting yourself in a particular way in your connection. Now, that is not like, haha, good for you. No, it happens. These things happen. And it's what are you going to do now to heal from this loss, right? And be on the straight and narrow, I'm hearing. Now with the Fountain card, it's like what will be, will be. This is accepting the situation for what it is, right? This is for the situation where it's not like a death, but it's more a loss of some kind, other loss. Now, it's accepting the situation for what it is and being able to weigh the pros and cons. So what you have contributed to the situation and what you've learned from the situation, and what are you going to be doing moving forward with the Hanged Man, right? What changes are you going to be making in your life in order to not repeat this pattern or this situation, right? For some of you, it's actually learning to now follow your dreams, follow your path, be on the right path. So it could be, again, experiencing a lot of loss back to back to back to back to back to the point where it's actually broken you down. Now where you're seeing what needs to be done, right? And seeing that, okay, well, that path, that situation, that career is not meant for me. I am meant to now be focusing on what truly resonates with me, what truly feels right. Sometimes we have to go through losing something in order to gain clarity on the path that we're meant to go on, where we ought to be, and things that we're doing to create these obstacles in our lives. That's what this is saying. And with the 10 of Cups here, it's showing me that, look, you can overcome from this loss, this pain. You can heal. You can experience great joy after you've healed from this loss. But it's saying to take the lessons out of this, what you have experienced out of this, and use it as a driving force to achieve an experience greater than you did before. Right? That's what this is saying. So if this is some kind of death of an individual, with Justice, it's definitely giving me the energy of allowing time to progress in order to heal. That's what this is saying. This is not a loss that is just going to be overcome like that. This is not a loss where you're just going to be forgetting about the individual. With the 9 of Wands here, it's saying that you're going to be experiencing a period of where you have to like put one foot in front of the other. This is persevering through the pain, through the loss, smiling when inside you're hurting. But in that, it's like with the Fountain card, it's calling for you to, if someone asks how you are feeling, be honest with them. Be honest with them, because in that response, there may be some comforting words of wisdom, words of healing that can allow you then to move on the path to being emotionally comforted, to be open to love, right? To open your heart to having new experiences, or open to the experiences of joy and love in this life. That's what this is saying. So don't shy away or hide away from being comforted by others. That's what this is saying. It's like a problem shared is a problem halved. It's having that support system. And sometimes, even in great times of loss, someone can say something that is that trigger, right? That spark that allows you to shift your view, your perspective on the loss itself and the process of healing, right? So that's what that's calling for some of you. Okay, let's get you an advice card. Wow. So we have here the world bridger. Death, equalize, opportunity. And the essential oil is cypress. The crystal is smoky quartz. And the botanical is bluebell. So we have here an image of the universe, right? And it says, world bridger. I surrender to death and create opportunity for new beginnings. And look at that. 6. It's all about, again, coming into balance, but a new lease on life. This is love of life, I'm hearing. Finding a new reason for being. Purpose to live. To move on, to go on. That type of energy. But it's surrendering, grieving, and finding that strength within to heal and to start anew, or to embrace the new cycle. Walk freely on this path. Wow, beautiful. Okay, option 1, that's your guidance from spirit. Okay, option 2, for those of you who selected, whoops, and I'm dropping it. Oh dear, so funny. Yeah, for those of you who selected the Domino Set, here's your reading. Yes. Okay, something wants to come out. So I feel that some of you may have something that you need to say, right? And you're holding back. Or need to do, and you're holding back. And it's like you're being called to express yourself or to move in a particular direction, and you're stalling, you're holding, you're trying very hard to hold things together or to hold back from moving, preventing change. Okay, Spirit, what guidance do you have for option 2? We have a lot of letting go. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Swords. What did I say? Okay. Holding back. This is you holding yourself back from progressing, or feeling that you're feeling trapped in a particular situation. So we have here Death, the Fool, 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Yes. Look at that. Spirit is saying, allow this new cycle to start, right? Allow the change, the transformation to occur. What does not serve you, fall away, right? Now, I forgot to mention earlier that whatever question, think of a question that you want to ask Spirit, and then this is the guidance, right? So whatever you have been holding on to, whatever change, transformation that is occurring in your life, you are holding tightly to prevent it from happening, right? You're trying to prevent it from happening in the fear of losing comforts, your stability, things that you are comfortable with, or elements of your past self, right? It's saying to allow things to happen naturally. Release the need to hold yourself back, to remain in a comfort zone situation here, This is you holding yourself back from expanding, growing, and experiencing great opportunities in life. Yeah, okay. What I'm hearing is the past is the past. The past is the past. It is done. We have here the Seven of Cups where it's being confused about events or how you feel about events in the past, things that you've done, things that was done to you. It's saying that it is done. The past is the past. It's time to move on to this new cycle and stop holding on to it. That's what this is saying. A need to move on from the past. A need to stop holding yourself back, right? By constantly thinking about it, right? Allowing it to paralyze you and prevent you from moving forward, actually connecting with others and showing your true self, your skills and abilities to others. This is actually, it's sapping you of your personal strength, your personal power here. So your past, the fact that you're constantly reliving it, is preventing you from progressing, right? We have the Knight of Swords here. And this is something that you are aware of. And this is something that you are defending as well, right? Holding on to the past. You seem to feel that it makes sense to do so and that you can correct things from the past, aspects and elements from the past. And Spirit is saying, no, let it go. There's certain aspects and things that you're not meant to understand. You're not going to understand. You will remain confused. And the reason why you're confused is because you're not prepared to see the truth. There's a bit of denial here. For others, it's running or entering into situations without clarity, right? Entering into situation foolishly, like jumping into things. And this is a behavior that you've done in the past. It is something that is like second nature to you, this behavior. And it's saying to break out of that. Spirit is saying to move away from that and to be more decisive in your approach. Because with the Fool, it's like, I'm just going to take a whim and just dive in and see what happens. But with the Knight of Swords here, it's now changing your approach and making decisive and well thought out decisions and action steps towards what you want to accomplish. So it is calling, maybe this Eight of Swords for some of you is actually a good thing, where you are the one that is pausing. You're forcing yourself to pause in order to step away from this reckless behavior and tapping more into one that is more structured, right? So there's a need here with the Seven of Wands to set healthy boundaries with others, and also how you again project or conduct yourself, right? So the boundaries are this: I am not doing certain things that I don't feel is right for me, and really sticking to it. But there's a call for a change. So you're stepping into this new phase where you're letting go of the past. That's for some of you, and for others, not making reckless decisions and actions, right? Really taking a decisive approach. And also this is moving forward by not holding yourself back and trying to, I'm hearing, compartmentalize, right? Micromanage the past, right? And your actions in the past, and beating yourself up about it and being stuck in that energy. It's moving away from that. Okay. We have with the King of Water, how to connect with the source. So this is yourself, connecting with your authentic self. Water elemental, we have here the emotional body. We have the tortoise or the turtle, and we have the solar plexus, the I am. Connecting with yourself and your truth, your true emotions, your feelings towards a particular situation, not being confused and clouded by the past. Right? So we have the King of Water, and it says, I acquire mental strength to overcome my obstacles. Yes. Right? Card number 13 reducing to 4. That's again solid foundations. Emperor energy. But this is something that takes time with the tortoise. You're moving in this energy at a comfortable pace that is right for you. You're making these decisions and moves at a comfortable pace. So you are progressing, not regressing. You regress when you act in haste. You progress when you give yourself time to develop, to plan a strategy that's right for you. Okay, so that is your guidance from Spirit. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into this reading. Thank you all who have provided questions for me to ask Spirit to give you further clarity on, guidance on. I feel really blessed and honored to have done this reading for you, and I wish you all the best. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering live Zoom readings. Information on that is in the description box below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.